Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's July 17th, and we're out here in the garden, and we're going to show you what happens in the south when it gets hot. Once the temperatures start coming up and it starts getting hot, things in the garden start getting overrun with disease, blight, downy mildew, all those kind of things. And we're going to take a tour today, and we're just going to show you how lucky y'all it's up in the north. It's got more cooler weather. Of course, these days with all the rain and stuff, that might not be so true, but we're going to see how things are doing. Our cherry tomatoes right here, you can see they pretty much killed out. They're still ripening some tomatoes, but they're not going to last. We'll come out here and pick a few of these. Now, this is our third batch of squash, and pardon the weeds, we're working on the greenhouse, and it's just really taking away our time for weeding. But you can see we're starting to get our squash. In fact, we'll pick a couple today. These few here, I had actually thought I had zucchini right here, but that's definitely not zucchini, which we do prefer yellow squash. This will give us enough to eat for a little bit. You can see right here, we've already put this section to bed. We're not going to, we've got plenty of compost still. We're not going to weed it and compost it. We're going to cover it because we have so many weeds and the seeds that come through with them. We're going to keep them covered, let them germinate, let them die. And by the time we start using this, will be most likely covered through the winter, but we might move our coverings around to use some of these areas that we've actually killed back some of the weeds. We've got our melatonin. I don't know that we'll get any off of here because the diseases got so bad. I did try one method for trying to counter it, but it hadn't done it. So I don't know what we'll end up with, if we'll get enough for seed for another crop, if we'll get enough to taste some this year. These weeds have just went crazy. Now this here is my this is a semi-thornless blackberry, and it does produce throughout the year. Supposedly, now it's got a little hot. It might not be actually pollinating, but I was going to try this variety, see how good it done. I put it in the garden because I'm actually going to put these shoots into the ground, let them root, and then I'll take some more and from this plant, and then I'll move it out of the garden. But anyway, a lot of stuff down here has been taken out. We've got a lot of bare rows. I do have to get in here and weed my ginger and my turmeric. Now, the sun is cooking this, and so we've got to get our shade cloth up. Hopefully we'll get it up this week. The turmeric is doing good, but if you look at it midway through the day, the leaves are all curled because it's definitely got too much sun. We've got to get to weeding on the fence row again. We were using a vinegar salt mixture earlier. We didn't quite get them, and then they come back with a vengeance. So we do have this little bit of cucumber still going, and we are getting enough cucumbers to keep me in my cucumbers. A lot of them's not doing real well, but we are having enough that we can eat some. The little greenhouse, we do need to take care of some weeds before this grass goes to seed. It's normally pretty weed free. The cilantro, or now the coriander, it is actually seeded, and if it comes back, I won't really care. The celery's doing pretty good. It is getting bigger stalks on it and stuff. The wrapping the base, I think this should make a pretty nice looking bunch of celery in here. Now we do have our late watermelons, and in here I don't know if they'll actually make. They're getting big enough, they should be putting on little watermelons, but with our temperatures and with the disease that comes with all the rain we've had, that's going to be a question. Our banana trees, I had taken the leaves off. They had actually been poking holes in the top of my greenhouse. So I said we're not going to have that, so we're taking the tops off. Hopefully they'll start flowering pretty soon, but I haven't seen a sign yet. And if they don't get to going pretty quick, I don't know what we're going to end up with. Now in our big greenhouse here, we have some tomatoes I was trying to propagate. They just can't take the heat that we've been having. Now I have some roses here, which I'm propagating. We have one that's doing good. The rest of these, I don't know if any will survive. We do have our late batch of carrots. They're hanging in there. And we've got a new batch of cilantro in here. Now hopefully this will get on enough and not bolt, and this will all be vacuum packed and froze. This is not the ideal to grow cilantro, ideal time, and if it doesn't do good, well, when it gets cooler weather, we'll take and plant some more. I do need to get down here and pick some of my peppers. I've got some that are actually starting to change. I don't know if these have turned red. They seem to be turned more chocolate. This one looks like something had eat on it, but it is turning red. So, but they're getting real mature. We do have some watermelons out here. I see some that needs to be picked for the chickens. None real big, but they are out here and they're still wanting to take over everywhere. Our citrus trees are really having a hard time. Hopefully we'll get that greenhouse finished, and that'll take care of that situation. Now our late broccoli, now we're into July. I did have to spray some spinosad on here. I had really bad worms come in. Of course, one spray took that out. We do have more bell peppers in here, and they're a nice bunch, way more than we eat. We've been giving a lot of bell peppers to the neighbors and friends and stuff, but there are a lot. Same thing with the banana peppers. They're really doing good still. This shade cloth on this greenhouse really helps keep these plants to where they're not cooking in the sun. We have some of our fielder kraut cabbage that's hung in there. We've had quite a few that died, whether it be from ants or they just didn't struggle or didn't do good. And our hatch green chilies are doing good. Now the tomatoes in here, the same thing. Disease, now this one is hanging in there better, but this one definitely needs to be taken out, get the disease out of here. And we'll give a little update on our little baby pineapple. You can see, so cute. Definitely it's not the size of a regular pineapple. When you plant a pineapple top, the first, it's going to put on a pineapple, but it's going to be a smaller one. Once it starts putting on pups, it'll put on like a sucker on the side. Once they put on pups, it'll make a full size the pup will make a full-size pineapple. So that's kind of how that works. Our bananas that's in here, these two smaller ones that'll go in the new greenhouse, they're hanging in pretty good. Our oranges, we've got a few on here. Of course, these probably won't be ready till December. I am glad my little bay laurel tree kind of come back and is doing pretty good. See what we got over here. Here's our sweet potatoes. As you can see, they're starting to yellow and die back. Maybe today I'm gonna come in here and dig this row right here. Now, this is actually the row. This was watermelons, and this is where it's run over to. So there could be sweet potatoes over here where it's rooted in. I don't know that they'll be as big, but plans are is to come in here and dig this row and maybe part of this row so we can start harvesting them and get them to the market. We have more watermelons down here. Definitely, you can see that the vines are dying, so we'll have to see. We'll just watch them. We have been harvesting a couple of small watermelons that have been ripe, and that at least gets us a taste. Now, these ones down here are actually sugar babies, so they don't get too big, so we'll see if we can get some of those. Now, these are my Seminole squash or Seminole pumpkins, and they are definitely hanging in there, being root knot nematode. I mean, vine borers has killed part of the plants, but these will root in at different areas, so that keeps them alive. I haven't seen a bunch of fruit on them. We did see one down there, and I haven't checked it in a while, but they're still hanging in there. But I don't look to get a whole lot of them off of there. Hopefully I will, but that just goes with it. But all this rain, you can see that watermelon right there. It's split open, and that's what we've been giving some of those. Well, I say all of them to the chickens. Chickens love watermelon. We come on up here. Now we've got a new batch of cucumbers, and hopefully it'll come on. But I haven't been watering it real good, so the seeds were a little bit slow to germinate. I did water it, but not. But you can see they're starting to come on right now. We've got little cucumbers coming up. This is the Diva, and it tends to take the heat better. So hopefully I'll have me a later crop of cucumbers to enjoy. The okra, it's kind of slowing down. It could be it'd be good to have a another crop. And our tomatoes, this is our late tomatoes here, Cherokee purples. We just had 4 of them survive. We were planning on those others to complete this row, but we'll go ahead and store those baskets and go ahead and put a T-post with some wire to support these few right here. These cucumbers are played out and need removed. We've been removing squash plants as they go. Won't be long. This'll all this squash will be taken out because it's definitely it's fighting all that water and disease. These watermelons here, they are ready to come out and cover, but I haven't bothered pulling them out because then the weeds have more light and come in. So, but once these get finished in those, we'll start covering on down and get this area put to sleep. And you can see the greenhouse over there. We've got our ends already framed up and stuff. We got the trailer in there with the load of compost. We're going to start fertilizing and composting the area in there, and then we'll get our ground cover on. But we'll do a video on that by itself. But anyway, that's the way it's looking. Those of you that's up north that have more acclimate weather, that you don't have to deal with the heat, and then with all this rain, that's I see chemical trails in the sky every day, where it's, so that's just something to have to deal with. It's a little bit easier dealing when we've got a greenhouse where it's covered, but it still affects it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this update, and if you want to see more content like this, of course, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, select all, and of course, give it a big thumbs up. Enjoy that gardening experience.